All right, everybody. When we get back from break, we're going to be starting a new unit. It's about child labor. And in that first week, not the first day we're back, but in that first week, we're going to be starting a role play. So I wanted to give you the chance to decide which roles you want. So this role play, we're going to try to answer the question, should kids be allowed to work? So here's the situation. Hundreds of thousands of immigrants lived in New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, Boston, and other large growing cities. Many immigrants did not have anywhere to live or much money. They moved into poor neighborhoods where they crowded into rundown apartment buildings known as tenements. Tenements were built side by side on narrow lots. Tenements did not have many windows and were dark and airless. People living in them barely ever felt the warmth of the sun, drew a breath of fresh air, or saw the sky overhead. A tenement apartment was usually no more than 2 rooms. One typically served as kitchen and living space, and the other as a bedroom. There were no parks in the neighborhood. Children grew up in a landscape of cement with no trees or grass. There were no pools for kids to swim in on hot summer days. There was only the East River. Its waters stretched out wide and darkly green, and it smelled of fish, ships, and garbage. The year is 1910. Many immigrants live in extreme poverty. Because of this, many parents send their young children to labor in factories to earn money. However, the work is often dangerous and it keeps them from getting an education. For these reasons, some people feel that children should not be allowed to work. Congress is meeting, so those are the people who make laws, to discuss child labor laws. Currently, there are very few laws about child labor. Your senator has set up a town hall meeting. He wants to know your opinions on whether or not kids should be allowed to work. He wants to know what law you support. For a law to be passed, 60% must agree. So you're going to take on this topic of should kids be allowed to work from one of 5 different roles. And here are the roles right there. So you can be a teacher, a kid who works, a kid who goes to school, a member of the National Child Labor Committee, so those are people who are looking into child labor, or a factory owner. So those are your 5 options. When you're done watching this video, go fill out the Google form for your first, second, and third choice.